Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts. It's here, guys. The official trailer for Futurama. The show is back, of course, on Hulu, as we see here with this opening shot. Fulu, the logo is now no longer Hulu, it's Fulu. And then there's a streaming joke, monthly Office Space, $1,299. If you want commercials with that, pay $6.99. So basically, you're going to pay cheaper on your Office Space streaming joke. So here's the thing with Futurama. Two things, and then we'll get into the trailer, because I'm curious to see what they're going to show in this. Number one, I think Futurama didn't necessarily need to come back. I think it ended on a pretty damn good note. It already came back before, or was it twice it came back? Like, the show has had a weird cycle in terms of being on the air, off the air, changing networks. Like, there was a lot of stuff over the years. But I think the ending of it was pretty good. So the return of it, I understand, because now Disney owns it, because they bought Fox a couple years ago, that they're like, okay, well, we're going to bring Futurama back. So I don't know. We'll see what they do with this. The second thing is that John DiMaggio, the voice of Bender, originally, if you guys look back on the information, was not attached to this show for quite some time. He was actually boycotting because they weren't going to pay him what he thought he was owed, and they were basically trying to give him a really crap deal. Now, some people may say, hey, you know, he was just bargaining for more money, and he's not. He has done so much voiceover work. He's been in this business for a very long time. He deserves to get paid what I think he's owed to be paid. And they were trying to lowball, essentially. And everyone else pretty much signed on, but I'm not sure what they were paying them versus him. I think it was probably all different kinds of numbers. But he is back. They figured out a deal. They made it work. So we'll see what happens here. So let's dive in, guys. Let's check it out. Let's see what they're going to show us in this new, back again, Futurama season.
Welcome to your new home. Our new home. Oh, we're back, baby.
In 2 seconds, you will collide with your destination.
You'll collide. Brings you more Futurama.
We seem to have survived a massive disruption in the flow of time.
Wait, what exactly happened?
Here, look at this.
Oh. A lot of things.
Okay, I'm done. To the ship!
To the ship!
A new virus has broken out.
Back to normal fest.
Who's infected?
Oh no. Oh no.
That looks kind of fun.
Ugh.
I can't wait to do it hundreds of times.
Oh my gosh.
Pretty lawless out here in crypto country.
Crypto country.
Say, you interested in a job?
Dune?
Why don't you have a belt?
Or at least a substantial butt. Sorry,
Yeah.
guys. I'm a flatty.
Flatty. Okay. Everybody's back, yep.
Man gave me gift. That's an order.
That's an order.
You do you, weirdo. By my glittering festive ass. Yep.
Santa.
How do we get out of here?
Easy. We'll burrow out. Burrow. I deserve that.
I deserve.
I'm just glad
Okay.
you're back.
Would you like to order erotic scented massage oil or fuzzy handcuffs?
Yes,
God,
please.
that's creepy.
I
mean-
yeah, so creepy.
Creepy. Futurama's back, and right away you can tell that they're really going full in with the current type of stories implementing into Futurama in terms of like COVID, in terms of crypto, and of course at the very end there where Leela and Fry are about to get it on. Are they really? But anyways, the device is like basically Siri essentially, or whatever whatever like the home devices are now. I can't remember off the top of my head, but essentially asking if they want to order stuff. And she's like, that's creepy. Like, all the stuff you just listen. No. But I was like, oh yeah, creepy. Yeah, sure. So they're going right into current topic, or at least semi-current stuff, because like they had that one shot of like a festival, it's like Return to Normal Fest or whatever, kinda, or whatever. It's like those things like that. Like, okay, they're gonna tackle that kind of stuff because that's what they kind of did before, in a sense, when the show was previously on. Is like, oh yeah, they did do like certain topics around the time of when the show was airing, depending on what storylines, or like storylines, but like what was happening in the world. So it makes sense that Futurama is kind of doing that here, right? To kind of make it show that, hey, this is new Futurama, not like, oh, it's like an older season or something that someone hadn't watched or whatever, because there's so much like content out there in general. It's kind of hard to keep up with everything, but they're making it very clear this is a new season. This is not you know, made like a number of years ago. Because when you're watching Futurama, you can see like when the show first started to where it kind of ended, and there was like a lot of times where it's like, oh, okay, you can tell the transformation over time. The show looks still the same though, right? And they heavily were showing a lot of Bender, which I think is smart. I mean, John DiMaggio's Bender. I think he is the staple of the show. Of course, he's not the lead, but everyone, when you think of Futurama, the first character normally people think of is Bender. And it was funny at the time when they were promoting the return of Futurama, but before John DiMaggio signed on to continue voicing Bender and everything, they were promoting the return of Futurama with Bender. like images and stuff. It's like, oh, this is interesting. The guy you won't pay to voice him, but you're trying to get a guy to come in to mimic him for less money. You're using his character that he made popular all these years with playing Bender in previous iterations of Futurama. Previous seasons and all that kind of stuff. Was there a couple of movies as well? And you're using that to promote. So, but I'm glad that it seems like everybody's back. I think everybody's pretty much back to voice the characters. And it seems like it's going to be shenanigans and mayhem. So we'll see. I'll probably check it out. You know, I'm not like one of those people that were like, because there are people that are not going to give this a shot, or they're not really interested because they thought that the show ended perfectly before. For me, I'm willing to check it out and see what they do. We'll see what happens. So, anyways, what do you guys think of the trailer for Futurama, the return of Futurama? Whatever thoughts you have, guys, let me know in the comments below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Talk to you guys soon. Peace out.